I have been sitting around here and waiting and waiting. I even went to the gym, went to work out, came back. I uploaded that video early in the morning, but it took a while to process. And I'm glad to see that a lot of you agree with me. I'm really happy about that. And I also, this is like my second time now, I have to apologize. I apologize to my OLED friends whom I have let down back in 2017, whom I have let down by buying into this whole. I'm not gonna cuss here. I want this to be a family friendly. I couldn't believe that I bought into it, in this whole nonsense, believing that all of a sudden my C7 is gonna get a burn in. I actually bought into it, guys. I let the trolls of the internet who have an agenda took better of me, and they did in 2017. They made me believe. I drank their poison. They made me believe that I will have a burn in, and therefore I returned my C7. You know, and I regret. Now I regret for getting rid of my C7. Just like I regret getting rid of my C6 because of the best 3D that there is on that OLED. Here I am. I'm still waiting for this burn in. I had this TV now for, Jesus, was it 2 months? Two months and a half. I've been testing on it steadily, day in, day out. Those of you who follow me, you know that. I've been testing this sucker day in, day out. Nothing. Still nothing. Still nothing. Look at the static image. It's still here. What do we got? What do we got? I'm waiting for that burn-in. For that burn-in that never comes in. But listen, I want you guys to know that I definitely appreciate all of you out there. I'm glad to see that you guys understand what I'm coming from. And I'm glad to see that many of you can see the difference between being genuine and the difference between someone who has an agenda for the clicks, for the views, for whatever the reason. Okay? Guys, if I was all about the money, you would see sponsors, you would see button that says join next to subscribe, you would see donations on my live stream, you would see me letting you know where to donate my money, where to donate the money. You would see Fund Me Foundation. It would be all kinds of stuff there for you to look and click and donate. I would bombard you with all kinds of, notifications. Click here, donate here, all that kind of crap. If I was really after the money, if my main focus was the money, but it's not. But there's other YouTubers. There's a lot of YouTubers out there. A lot of YouTubers out there who are just doing it for that one and then one and only reason, the money. They put on their little makeup, they put on their little fake act, and they go to the studio, friend's studio, or they rent a studio. They have all these fancy cameras. They hire the crew. They have somebody edit their videos, put it out there, and then they go talk to their sponsors to see if it's okay, if this video is suitable for you guys, so you can pay me and give me some more free goodies. And they will come to their sponsors and say, yes, master, thank you. I'm glad that you're happy with this video. Okay? And I'm trying to be very filtered here, because I'm not trying to use some words. Because you guys know me, I can use all kinds of words. I can be in the beast mode where I can just tear everything apart. But I'm glad that you understand, that you guys see where I'm coming from. Okay? As somebody who has an OLED that you see right here, as somebody who has a QLED from Samsung, as someone who has a Samsung KS8 thousands since 2016. It's not someone who's paid, bought and paid, and sold for the higher bidder to ride one horse over the other by its master. I have no master. I have no sponsor. This is me. Okay? And I'm still waiting for this burn in. I got my OLED light blasting. I'm still waiting for it. I'm waiting. Waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and oh, Colonel, this is getting ridiculous. And waiting and waiting. Nothing. For 2 months. For 2 months now, nothing. Well, since I'm tired of waiting, I'm just going to play this game. You know, what else I'm going to do? Guys, this static image here, it's not doing it. I'm hoping maybe this Mr. 4K upscaler will do something. I'm really hoping. Okay. Well, anyway, listen, I want to thank you guys for such a great feedback. I'm glad that you guys can see the forest for the trees. I'm glad. I'm like, that gives me hope. Let me tell you something. It makes me happy. It gives me hope that people can see the bullshit. That I'm sorry for the language. I said I'm going to filter myself out, but that people can see the BS. That people can measure the BS. That people can see the difference between genuine and then BS. And I'm glad that people can see that. And I'm guilty of it myself. Here I am publicly again mentioning it. I'm guilty of it myself. In 2017, those videos are not deleted. They're still there for those of you to check them out, where I was talking all kinds of crap about the OLED, where I was saying that the OLED, it's a fragile technology, where I was saying you should stay away from the OLED, that the OLED, it's dying. I bought into it. I was drinking that poison. Luckily, I was able to take the red pill, and then it stopped. So, just a short little video. I just want to let you know, guys, that thank you for the great feedback from Anthony Clayton, from Sean Richards, to Howdy, to Drifter, X434 Drifter. He's my moderator. I'm also going to make Sean Richards a moderator. I'm going to make Howdy a moderator. I'm going to get some more moderators. So I really appreciate you guys commenting on that video, because I think that video should be shared. I'm not even profiting anything from that video, because that video, it's not suitable for the YouTube. So I want you guys to share that video as much as you can, because I think that video is going to help for those of you who are still on the fence about the OLED. And I understand why majority of people out there are worried about the OLED and thinking that the OLED, it's a fragile technology. But just remember, if you find those videos where I did that, just remember I bought into that back then in 2017. And now I realize what a fool I was buying into that, and I realized that it wasn't something that I should have bought into that. Because I've noticed, because I have actually I have not experienced any burn-in. And I looked at my videos in my past, and I said, listen, I have never experienced a burn-in. And I go way back to B6. People say, how do we know you had a B6? Type in Mr. 4K Upscaler B6. How do we know you have a C6? Type in Mr. 4K Upscaler C6 with a 3D. How do we know you had a C7? Type in Mr. 4K Upscaler C7. Now I have E8. I had all these OLEDs in the past. And I'm like, but I never had any issues. I never had any issues. I never had any burn-in. I never had any retention. So how can it be? And like I said on my previous video, if, let's say hypothetically, let's say that is true, hypothetically, quote in the air, fingers in the air, hypothetically speaking, let's say that it's true, that the LG is experiencing a huge blow with defective panels of burn-in. Guess what would happen? The LG will not waste their money. The LG will pull any production, will pull the plug on any production of the OLED, and they'll work on something else. They don't want to lose the money. If that was the case. If that was the case. Okay? So, guys, sure, are there risk of burn-in? Of course, there is a risk of burn-in. Some people say, why don't they do a warranty for a burn-in? Because it would be too expensive to do that. You're better off just buying a new TV, okay? But I can tell you, guys, here I am. I'm still waiting for that burn-in. Never happened. If I had it on B6, okay, I can say, all right, dude, I had a burn-in on a B6. Hold on. If I had a burn-in on the C6, okay. If I had a retention or burn-in on a C7, okay, fine. At least I can give you some reassurance. Hey, look, man, it happened. But I have never experienced it. Friends who are subscribed to me, they have never experienced it. Wayne Strudwick hasn't experienced it. Mario, he still got C6. Mario Lune, he still hasn't experienced it. Mario Carleone, I mean, if you want to call him Carleone, he still hasn't experienced that issue. Howdy, my friend Howdy, hasn't experienced it. Sean Richards hasn't experienced it yet. I mean, there's a list of people that they haven't experienced it yet. You know, even Luke M Tech hasn't experienced it yet. You know, and I believe he's got B8 or is a C8. I'm sorry, he's got the C8, and he hasn't experienced any issues. So, I mean, I can give you the list of people that haven't experienced this issue. Now, when you look at the Artings, guys, you have to remember the Artings was purposely forcing the burn-in. If you forcing something, well, within 7 days, 24/7, you're gonna get that burn-in if you're forcing it. Of course, if you're forcing something, it's gonna happen, you know, but that's why you don't force it. Okay, so again, I just wanted to make this quick video just to tell you guys that I'm really happy that on my previous video you guys understand where I'm coming from, okay, and that you guys understand that I'm independent, you know, and I'm just here to give you my independent points of view. Because when I started my channel, I realized that there's so many narratives out there. Everyone has a narrative. Everyone, what I mean by that is narrative. I mean everyone has their club. Everyone's part of the club. I'm a club this, I'm a club that. I'm a club OLED, I'm a club LCD, I'm a club projector, I'm a club this, I'm a club that. Me, I'm not part of any clubs, guys. I'm just here to tell you my experience, and I'm just here to tell you the truth. Okay? If burn-in was the big issue, if burn-in was something that was a major problem for the LG, well, guess what? LG wouldn't make any more OLEDs. They simply would stop making them. I guarantee you 100%, if that was a major problem that was happening, they would stop. They would not invest. Their investors would say, hey, pull the plug on this, and that's that. Maybe they would jump into the quantum, some other means of nano tech crystals, whatever. They would figure out a different type of a panel, or maybe a micro LED or something. Okay? But that's not the case. All right? So, there you have it. I'm still waiting for this burn-in. I'm still waiting. Actually, hold on. I'm still waiting for it. When is this burn-in going to happen? Any day now. Any day. Nah, look, I'm gonna wait forever, I guess. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. On Friday or tomorrow, I don't know, we'll see. I might do some MLB The Show tests for the MLB The Show video game. Supports the 4K and I think HDR. I'm gonna check it out. I'm a big fan of that game, MLB The Show, from Santa Monica Studios. Santa Monica Studios, obviously, God of War, the same studio that's behind that. So I'm gonna do some tests on that, and I'm also gonna do some live stream on MLB The Show. We'll do some MLB The Show live stream. I don't know if I mean, you guys let me know. Are you guys into baseball? I mean, I want to create my own character and whatnot. So you guys let me know if you want to or not. Okay. But anyway, thank you for my previous video. Like I said, I'm glad that you guys get it, that you understand the difference between someone being genuine and then someone BSing. So I'm glad that you guys can see the difference. Thank you, and I appreciate it. Have a good one, have a good one, though. Take care. Today I cannot talk. All right, guys. Thank you. Love you all. Be good.